Easy to please her, but hard to keep her. Okay, this is a dichotomy, I know, but it's all from the man, Doc Love, that interviewed thousands of women, asking them why they chose one man versus another. It can seem so easy to be with her, but if you're not doing the right things, and if you're not continually working on things, then you're going to be in trouble. So this is an interview that I did with Doc on the radio. I interviewed him for basically over 20 years, and he's going to expand on his thinking here. Doc always said what got her to fall in love with you is going to keep her in love. So don't veer from that. Be careful. Check it out right now.
And this week we're talking about the kind of girl you should have, of course, the flexible giver with integrity. Now, she's very, by definition, easy to please, but she's also hard to keep. And guys don't really understand that because how could she be so easy to please but hard to keep? But you know what? You have got to bring your A game to keep this kind of woman because she knows her worth. Correct, Doc?
Yeah. This is what some of the guys do, not all of the guys, but some of my students, what they have is they really study hard, and after, let's say, 6, 7, 8 months, all of a sudden they meet this great gal, and now they have like maybe, let's go 4.5 months. Things are perfect. No arguments. No nagging. She shows up on time. Her eyes light up like a Christmas tree every time she sees me. What some guys do, I would say maybe a third to half of my students, they stop studying as hard. They stop doing the 7 pages a night. They used to do 3 shows and take notes. Now they just listen to 1 show and they don't take notes. They used to rent Cary Grant movies and study them. Now they don't do that anymore. So as their interest level rises, he tends to back up the studying. And you can't do that because that hard studying is what's got you that point. That's like all of a sudden you want a 4-year degree, and then in your 3rd year you're a junior, and you got all A's and say, I'm almost there, and you stop studying, and now you're getting C's. Now you barely became a senior. What happened? Pride. You can't do that. Don't ever take a woman for granted. That's the lesson here.
You really can't say it any more succinctly than that. And guys do that, unfortunately. But if you're a system guy and you do that, you have this, as you always call it, Doc, this gold dust. You have this gold dust in your hand, and you don't bother to follow it, the maintenance program, then really, I mean, you've really got to be kicking yourself at that point because you got to say, wow, I had this great girl, and I had the perfect way to keep her, but I just didn't follow it.
You got to follow through. It's like a guy's hitting a home run, okay, that bounces off the fence, and out of nowhere this guy in right field's running 100 miles an hour. And what you start doing is you're going around second. You're just doing like a fast walk now, and you're not even looking over your shoulder. This ball's coming in and barreling over your head as you're rounding third. You took it for granted.
Yeah,
you took it for granted. You can't.
Great analogy.
Can't. And this is the main thing. I don't want to hurt your guys. So I'm not trying to do this. I'm just trying to warn you of all the possible pain out there. And it's just like, you got to have car insurance. You got to have medical insurance. Well, this is divorce insurance. That's what it basically is. Because I don't want you being that 666,000 guys that get filed on out of those 1 million divorces every year in America since 1970. Horrible odds. Just think about it, guys. Think about it.
Freeze your screen right now. You can get a discount on Doc's book that's changed thousands of lives around the world and a free 7-day dating course and much more.